Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon, and me, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver, and today we're going to talk about the other Sailor Moon saga that we watched on cartoon Folkwork or drawing show Folkwork, adult flim, grown up flim. So this one is about Greg and Amy. So first it starts out that I'm walking to learn, and Greg says, "Hi, Amy." I say, "Hi, Greg," and Greg tells me to watch out about something, but he doesn't know what to watch out for. Then some beam falls down and lands on a lorry, breaking it, and then Greg's gone. After that, we get to learn, and Amy, I get to learn, and Serena and Lita are talking about how they should have worked a little more harder if they wanted to get, you know. And then after that, they go, hey, and then Lita brings up that about, doesn't Greg go to the same learn we do? I was like, yeah, hi, Greg. And Greg runs off again. All right, I got it here now, Amy. After that, I meet up with Greg. And I tell Greg, hey, you want to get to know her? Well, there's more to Amy than her wit, I say. And don't worry, you got a squeeze on her. Greg says no, he does. He just knows when she go to the learn when he went to the same learn she goes to, he's always worried about seeking to be as highly wise as she is. And I say, don't worry, you want to know Amy? There's more to her than her wit. And he goes, Serena, watch out about water. And I get water spilled on me. Then Queen Beryl is angry at Zoisite and Millikite for not getting the Rainbow Hearst. And she says they're on thin ice. Then Zoisite comes up with a goal that Greg's the next one to go after. After that, they're in some eating hall. And I give Greg a likeness of Amy eating a hamburger in her mouth. And then Greg goes, I can keep this. And then I ask Greg, are you going to ask her out? And Greg goes, I don't know. I don't know if I should. And Amy goes, then I go, don't worry about it. I'll go get Amy after her night learn is over. Then you can both meet up. Well, after this, Greg hams up being wandering around where he meets up with Zoisite. And he knows Zoisite. He knows Zoisite, her name, the Dark Kingdom. He knows he'll become a fiend. He wants nothing to do with it, and he would ever die than become evil. Then Zoisite goes after him, only I get Amy, and Amy goes, Serena, what do you want me to show you for? And then I see Zoisite's going after Greg. And Sailor Moon tells me to keep Greg well, so we take Greg to some yard somewhere. And then the moon stick starts freaking out again, and Luna goes, that would mean Greg has a rainbow hearse. Yeah, we gotta go help her. So I'm with Greg, and Greg's having a nightmare about his upcoming, about how he'll become a fiend. And then he goes, he knows I'm Amy, and I say I'm not Amy, so he goes, have it your way. But he goes, when I become a fiend, Amy, you have to kill me. You got to do that. If not, you're going to be killed yourself. And I tell Greg, hey, the upcoming is something that you make. You got free will here. And if you give up, you'll never have run and lead over your upcoming. Zoisite shows up and shifts Greg into the fiend. But luckily, Greg and Sailor Moon shows up. I show up. Well, luckily, Greg is fighting the fiend, and Greg goes after Zoisite. Only Zoisite ends up making the fiend overtake Greg, and they're going after us again. And then we can't heal him because the fiend that took over Greg Bumble is just too mighty, and Greg can't fight him. So after Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars Sailor Mars, Sailor Redworld, and Sailor Kingworld, Sailor Jupiter Kingworld show up, I use my moon flying ring might, weaken down Bombo, and then I heal him. And after that, well, Tuxedo Max shows up, Sailor Moon. He goes, the Sailor Fighters got the 2 to 3rd Rainbow Hearst. I'll let them keep it for tonight. And then after that, Greg's leaving, and Serena said it's so sad because we just got to be friends. Lita says, why you keep leaving? And then Greg goes, it's my father. He's got new work out of town. I got to leave. And then he goes, I always work hard, to get to good, always work hard and not entrust so much in, insight cheating. Then I give Greg another likeness, which is more greater than the another likeness, and he leaves. And Deke, I said, at least is greater than having me with my mouth open like Serena. And Serena said, I don't got my mouth open. And then Amy runs after watching the steel horse with Greg on it go off, and says, Greg, you can come to see me anytime you want. So the only unlikeness that they did in this one is that when Greg has the nightmare or has the foreseen that he's going to become the Fiend Bombo, and it cuts, he shows up and he starts cutting all of, Amy's clothing off. Well, Deke cut that out. But beyond that, that's the only thing that Deke cut out of it. Beyond that, everything that was said and done beyond that one little thing. So let me know what you think about that. I, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver Amy, and I, Sailor Moon Serena, and I'll see you later.